Black Manta for me was my favorite part of Aquaman. And
Oh,
I
cool.
loved Aquaman, I loved Orm, but Black Manta was just so badass, dude. And as a fan of DC Comics, seeing him come to life the way he did was awesome. So what kind of responsibility did you feel in bringing this character to life the way you did?
Man, that's a good question. The fans love this guy. You know, they don't love me. They love Black Manta. You know what I mean? They're like, look, you can go somewhere else. Black Manta is our priority.
I disagree, man.
You disagree?
You own the role, dude. You own the role.
I appreciate that. No, but you know, I knew that this was a guy that people love and people relate to for whatever reasons. You know, they know that he's a badass character. They know about his anger, about the destruction. That he's a funny character. They love the costume, and you never know what he's gonna do when he shows up. And so to be able to step into it and to add a lot of those elements to the things that I was going after, you know, it was really a phenomenal experience.
What is it like? Can you see out of that costume, and can you move? Like, can you go to the bathroom?
When you first put it on, it's not very intuitive. You know, you think you're looking straight, and you're actually looking up, and then you have to look down in order to look straight, and you know, you kind of have to muscle it around. What I always say is that you have to tell the suit what to do. You cannot let the suit wear you, because it will. You have to wear the suit. But once you do that, man, you step into that thing, and it's on and cracking from there.
You got to be a part of some of the coolest action sequences of the movie, but you also got to bring a lot of emotion early in the film.
Sure.
How far did James Wan push you? What kind of direction was he giving you to bring all of that out of you?
It's interesting. You know, I brought one thing to the table, and I entered into a place that was, you know, that was real, and was real for me. And then James said, "Hey, more." I said, "For real?" He said, "Yeah." And I do more. He said, "More." I said, "Really?" He said, "Oh, okay, I'll give more." And he said, "He come back more." I'm like, oh, okay, well, now I see what kind of movie we're making. So, but when you're doing it like that, it really, you know, every time that you have to take it a step further, you have to root it in something that was more real. You can't just push for it. You have to say, okay, well, let me dig deeper, and then, you know, eventually you make something that that the characters can see, or that the audience can see and experience on an epic scale, but that they can also relate to the size of that truth. You know?
Being pushed like that and joining a franchise this big and playing such an iconic character, what do you think is the biggest thing you learned from playing Black Manta?
It was a great exercise in truth having no size. You know, as long as it's true, then you can go as far as as far as the truth will take you in the pursuit. You know, and I think Black Manta is an excellent example of that, because I think what's going to happen is people are going to be rooting for some pretty, you know, sadistic things.
Yeah, well, that's
because
the thing.
of
When
the truth.
a likable villain, and you understand where he's coming from, it's hard not to get behind him. And that's what, I think a hero's only as good as his villain.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what made this movie so good. But I feel like we're just beginning with Black Manta.
Yeah.
And I know you love these comics. I remember when we talked on set in Australia, you were geeking out about the costume and the action moments and the comic moments you were bringing to life. In the future, I don't know if it's Aquaman 2 or maybe Suicide Squad. Is there anything you want to see? Because I would love to see you mix it up with some of those other villains in like a Suicide Squad, like the character did in the New 52. Yeah,
well, I think Black Manta is going to be, he has an opportunity to show up anywhere where Aquaman is, you know, anywhere where he has a device or a plot to get back to Aquaman, he's going to use it. So he can show up wherever. But when he does, I hope that we get to see more of his wit and more of the comedic parts of Black Manta, you know, and see more of the things that make him the human that I know and the human that the fans and the people in this universe have grown to love over the years.